Long ago, in a distant land, far beyond the reaches of common sense, a band of merry adventurers are... well, they're doing something, that's for sure. But it'll be all mystical and shit. Welcome to The Final Rule.
Hello everybody, and welcome to this wonderful episode of The Final Rule, a completely improvised Dungeons & Dragons podcast. My name is Glenn Underwood, and as always, I will be your wonderful Dungeon Master for tonight.
Hi, I'm Vincent Bianca. Oh, we're going in.
Oh, wait, I don't know.
Okay, great. Yeah. Hi, Vincent Bianca. I am Lockheed Flurndle in the game world. Fire Genasi Rogue Man.
I love he said in the game world.
Yeah, I love that you said that as if
in the real
Genasi,
world,
you're a Fire Genasi in real life.
In the real world, I'm a fiery headed ginger boy.
Oh, so you are a Fire Genasi in the real world. Okay.
It tracks.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Chase Bernard, otherwise known as Cut to the Chase on Twitch, or Cut to the Chase 9 on Twitter, and I play Garavanis, your big tortly boy.
I'm Justin Hayflick. You can find me on Drinks and Dice on Twitter.
Man, we are on fire, aren't we?
Yeah. Drinks and Dice on Twitter. And I play our old burnt boy, Toe. He's going to be taking a lot of naps this session because, he's hurting. He's crispy. Like him extra crispy.
My name is Brendan Weiss. I will be playing in the game world. Atticus Leopold Moonbreeze and Cancun.
We have to specify now, whether or not we're real people or not.
In the real world, I'm a half-orc barbarian.
That is true. That is true.
Very true.
My father is an actual orc.
You play a character for the 3.5 years that Brendan has. You just become that character.
I based him off my real life self.
Yep.
Hi, I am Rain. I am occasionally Greckle the Goblin. You can follow me on Instagram at RainScockatois if you want to.
I want to.
If you want to,
I'll say what you should do.
I think I have the bell icon for all of you guys.
My phone to make sure that I can follow everyone.
Oh yeah, I hit the bell for each and every one of you. So I just want you to know.
Please like and subscribe.
No, anyone that I follow on Twitter, I think I have the bell for your hidden Twitter because we did find you. And I did follow you.
Let's
not
not
hit the bell.
worry about Vincent's hidden Twitter.
Yeah.
But I do have the bell for the rest of you guys.
We can worry about something else.
Yeah, let's talk about really quickly what happened at the end of last session, where the entire town of Gornir was burnt to the ground by an unfortunate pyrotechnic incident from Bradley. With the help of paraphernalia, however, you guys were able to escape as she sort of took on the brunt of the town's misfortune upon herself. Running away, carrying the injured Toe alongside you guys, you managed to reach a small clearing in a thicket of forest, and Bradley revealed that what he saw was that he himself was not going to bring about the end of the world, but rather that the dragon eggs you were carrying would, because they are how you activate the final rule, which is the second time I think we've heard about it in this particular season.
Yes.
If you don't know what the final rule is, then you'll find out.
So will we.
So will we, because it changes. It's improvised, right?
Who knows?
We have no idea what's going on.
It does this time.
Hence, it's the selling point of this podcast. It's improvised.
Yeah, maybe it ends the world. Maybe it just sprouts a whole bunch of flowers, and it's who knows?
Maybe it's just a single gnome.
Word of mouth.
One gnome.
Legends can they can get morphed. It's like
my name is
the telephone.
Final Rule.
Maybe
in the game world, I'm a gnome.
Maybe Final Rule's an in-game person. Who knows?
Yeah,
maybe his name's Rule. final rule.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And, you know,
let's sort of start the next day. So Toe, you are like you're back to consciousness, but you are very aware that you were just boiled alive in your shell. Bradley has sort of kept to himself on the outskirts of camp, sort of looking down at his now emblazoned hands that are alive with these fiery runes that are sort of spread across his body. And he's been sitting like that for a while now. You can tell that he's definitely sort of shaken from the experience that he's just had in regards to the town and the unfortunate incidents that occurred there. Everyone else, you managed to get a bit of sleep. You're not as exhausted as you possibly could be, but it seems that Paraffin did her job of stalling the villagers long enough to where you guys aren't like being actively tracked down by them.
all right, so Toe definitely is up before even like dawn is. I'm guessing Bradley's been awake all night, just kind of like not getting much sleep, just kind of sitting at the edge of is kind of what I'm seeing. He's kind of at the edge of the our little campsite, just kind of looking down. Toe basically hadn't been able to sleep much himself either, and before everyone wakes up, he's gonna slowly and with his cane, just it's now his walking stick, his cane, just gonna kind of walk over towards Bradley. How are you feeling, Bradley?
Mr. Toe, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, there's nothing for you to be sorry about. I mean, I ain't taking none offense against you. I mean, it's something's happening you can't control. With my age, and some might call it wisdom. There's some things people can't control, and holding a grudge or looking down on them for something that happened previously is, well, it's not going to help anything in the future. So, main thing you got to be thinking about is looking forward, seeing what especially what you're feeling. How are you? Can you feel this energy, this power within you?
It's like I don't know. Every second I feel fire coursing through my veins, and it hurts. It hurts a lot, Mr. Toe. But I also feel power. Power unlike anything else I've ever experienced before. And that hurts too.
Oh, well, I say that somewhat understand a little bit where you're coming from. As I mean, I have a little bit of touch with the arcane. Wasn't really too much my choice either. When, well, I was attuned to it. The Feywild can change you, intermingle with the mortal plane, and other planes do the same, similar to what's happening to you. Main thing is, whatever you did in the past, that's especially for you, Bradley, that ain't you. What your goal is to do is that power, that flame, that fire you feel inside of you, harness it. Figure out internally how it is that you can control it in some way, shape, or form. Because, I mean, if you don't, you know what can happen. It's already happened. And of course, again, it's not your fault. This is all new to you. This is something that at the moment is out of your hands. But
it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be out of your hands, and it nothing is uncontrollable. There are uncontrollable things that can happen to you, and in the moment, they seem uncontrollable. But
Mr. Toe,
yeah.
what exactly did happen? I remember glimpses here and there, but it was like I was somewhere else, seeing things that I felt like I shouldn't have been seeing, and I don't know exactly what I did.
Toe's been like heavily leaning on his glaive staff for a while, and finally he's been hunched over quite a bit, leaning a lot on it. Finally, actually sits down right next to him.
Well, you were unconscious for a few days. You were touched by the fire mind in that mountain, and woke up a little bit. We're murmuring about the end of times, the burning everything around you, and we took you into this person, the closest thing we had to a doctor at the time, and tried a few things, some procedures that just didn't work. That thing in your chest was acting a bit like a time bomb, and didn't know what exactly to do. What first instinct I had was just grab you and get you away from the out of that small room where we had a whole bunch of people, and get you away from that civilization. Got you to the edge of town, to a river, and well, whatever erupted sent basically giant balls of fire in, scattering around the area. That's what had happened. Now, we were able to get you a little bit cooled off a bit, and but you're all right now, and that's basically what happened. The town got mad. We had to flee a little bit just so we wouldn't really get held up with our current mission with these eggs, which who knows with what's happened, what you said with those, we got a decision to make.
Mr. Toe, and I need you to be honest with me, because I can already see that what I did hurt you. I need to know.
Physical thing ain't nothing.
No, I need to know. Did other people get hurt too? Did I hurt other people?
Well, be honest with you, Bradley, and you are a young man, but you seem mature enough to handle yourself and such. But yeah, people got hurt.
I see.
Straight up with you. I don't know how bad. I don't know how exactly it happened, but yeah, people got hurt.
Mr. Toe, you should get some more rest. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah. Probably so. I'll get what I can. You too, all right? You need your rest.
Yeah.
With the fight you got coming, it's you'll need all the energy you can get.
I'll do what I can. Thank you.
He's just going to kind of walk over and lay down. He Toe doesn't pull into his shell as he usually does. Just kind of lays out like on his stomach, kind of arms. First, he's kind of putting in a little bit of a ground up ointment he's made a little bit on his body, and just kind of laying outstretched on the ground. And then he tries to get a little bit of rest.
Yeah. Your body, Toe, is definitely fighting you, but your years and experience of sleeping is able to overcome your body's current state, and you do manage to get a couple of hours of sleep.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Toe's expert at sleeping while uncomfortable.
Yeah. So after a couple more hours, once the dawn finally starts to like paint the sky, that beautiful bright blue that we all sort of know. Grekel, you are awoken by a voice outside of your tent that says, Miss Grekel, are you awake?
Oh, Bradley, is that you?
Yeah, I just I don't know. I just
Come in.
are you sure?
Yeah, come in.
Okay.
I'm dressed.
Okay. And he sort of like hesitantly opens the tent flap and sort of like, his head's like the last thing to sort of come in to make sure that you're actually like good to go. But once he sees that like everything's good inside the tent, he takes a seat at the end of your bedroll, and he looks at you and he gives like a slight little smirk, the sort of smile that you're familiar with. But that quickly just shatters. The facade falls as he begins to weep openly at the foot of your bedroll. And he is just inconsolable for a little bit.
Oh, my boy, come here. And I go and I kind of force him into a hug. He doesn't actually have a choice, and I just kind of cradle him, pat his back, stroke his hair, mom things.
Yeah.
And just let him cry. I'm not gonna force it out of him.
Yeah, he sobs, and in between sobs every now and then he manages to eke out, and I'm so sorry, and I didn't know, and why is this happening? But eventually he gets to the point where the weight of the emotion is sort of lifted off of him, and he sits very solemnly with his head between his knees and his hands on his head, sort of just trying his best to breathe deep breaths, and he is silent for a moment.
Hey, look at me.
He is unable to look at you.
Bradley, look. You're a good person. I know that because I know a bad person when I see one. You're a good kid. And you're our kid now. I know I take care of my own. And we're going to get to the bottom of this, okay? We know you never meant to hurt nobody. And so we're going to make amends. And we're going to get you all fixed up. And don't you worry about it. You got a lot of good people looking after you, okay?
Miss Grekel?
Yeah.
What's the first rule of being a goodness enforcer?
Oh, Bradley. The first rule of being a goodness enforcer is being good.
And what does that mean, to be good?
Well, that part's not really written out in the handbook. It's kind of one of those vague gray areas. But to me, it's not so gray. I think if you've got a good heart and you try to do the right thing, I think that makes you good.
And if you aren't able to do the right thing, what then?
Don't give up. Courage. That's all part of it. When you give in to that fear, then, it might take over you. You gotta have your will. And if your will is to do good, it'll overpower the bad.
I guess I don't know. I just feel a little lost. All my life I've wanted to do good and be a goodness enforcer, and now, I've hurt so many people. Mr. Toe, I don't know if he's going to make it, and it's all because of me. And what am I supposed to do?
Right now, you're supposed to keep your head up. If you give in to these fears you're feeling right now, you're gonna give up. Don't you want to make right what you've done wrong?
What if by trying to do right, I'm just going to hurt more people.
Well, it's never that simple, is it, I guess? But I think it'd be different if you were a bad person, Bradley. You're not a bad person. And whatever's happening to you right now, it's pretty bad. But it's not you. It's not who you are. And so I think the sooner we can get to the bottom of this, the sooner we can get you back to normal, and the sooner you can maybe help the world that you hurt a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I thank you. I'm going to go think about things for a little bit. I'm sorry for waking you.
No, don't be sorry. I had been meaning to talk to you anyway, and just remember that bad things happen to good people, and I think that's just another case like this. I think that's what's happening here.
Yeah, thank you. And he's going to exit the tent and sort of go and sit back where he was sitting. There's a little bit of a reflecting pool that's in front of him, and he sort of lets his mind wander as he gazes into the reflecting pool and waits for the next day to begin. And now that we've gotten through that very emotional section of things that needed to sort of be exposited upon, we are now going to pull a suggestion from our bucket.
Oh man.
Nice.
Oh God, my heart. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back down from emotion and start bringing up the yucks. That's
That's
Let's
what we're all here for.
Oh, yeah,
Put
gotta.
away all the
And
sad
for the emotions.
stuff.
And for the emotions.
Who needs
That's
sad
sad.
stuff? Get it out of here. All
They
right.
say
man.
laughter is the best medicine. So
Bradley, laugh now. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pull. 3, 2, 1. Okay, the suggestion pulled was a grandma by fairy_Ray Ray.
that's a good one. I like that.
That's a good one. I like that. Yeah. So, let's say that a few more hours pass. It's probably around 6 or 7 a.m. now, are the rough equivalent, when the rest of the sort of camp starts to rouse themselves from sleep. I'm sure, Grekel, that you're not the type of person who's able to get much sleep after talking with Bradley. Bradley's certainly not the type who would get much sleep after talking with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone sort of starts to pack up their camp. Bradley, having never set up camp in the first place, just sort of stays at the reflecting pool. And as all of you go about rolling up your bedrolls and breaking down your tents, and extinguishing the campfire and making sure the embers are all out, you all do sort of take note of Bradley sort of being in a sort of self-meditation, almost like a self-imposed exile on the edge of camp. Just sort of staring at his reflection in the waters that are there.
I noticed that Grekel seems particularly worried about Bradley. I'm gonna go over to Grekel and just go, have you talked to Bradley at all? He seems very shooken up about what happened.
Yeah, I talked to him last night. He came to my tent, but looking at him today, it doesn't look like it helped him much.
Wish there was something more we could do.
I know. It's like he's got all this blood on his hands now, and he didn't even mean to. I can't imagine if that would happen to me. I would... Well, my goodness, enforcer license would be revoked, and then what would I have to live for?
Yeah. I know how it feels a little bit.
We gotta get this thing out of him, whatever it is.
I mean, we tried. And look how that went. I mean, we almost just pretty much destroyed an entire town.
We did, but you're not suggesting we give up on it, are you?
No, of course not. No. Just maybe brute forcing it out of Bradley is probably not the best idea.
No. Probably not.
Maybe we can find someone that can help us. I don't know, though. Or maybe we can just help Bradley learn how to control this thing a little more, but it's hard to say because, I mean, none of us have this kind of experience, really.
Yeah.
Other than maybe, I don't know, Lockheed, but I mean, that's kind of different, I would think.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Lockheed, how do you feel about the whole situation that happened yesterday?
I am scared.
Well
I
put.
am scared because we tried to do something. And we all sat by and watched as Toe ran away with the boy and almost died. And I did what I could to help him swim back up, but I was weak. It was mostly Garavanis doing the heavy lifting. And I mean, like, I guess Lockheed hears that they're talking about, you know, him and about how I might be able to help out, and it's just like, I don't have that kind of power in my body. I can do little whoosh, I do a little like flame here. I can juggle them. I can produce small flames. What he did is the kind of stuff that people on the elemental plane of fire can do by sneezing. Like it's some very intense stuff, and I could try to talk to him a bit, see if he like help. But like not right now, of course. But like maybe
But
later.
What you're saying is that you kind of know the power that's kind of, at least to some degree, at least
Yes, I have
relatively speaking.
I have some degree of understanding what's going on inside of him.
Well, I don't know, maybe it'd be a good idea to talk to him, or maybe we just need to leave him be, let him think on things for a little bit.
Speaking of leaving him be, Atticus, you know all too well the look of someone brooding by a reflecting pool.
I do it every Thursday.
In my move, have you? Atticus is gonna. Atticus notices that Bradley's kind of brooding by this reflecting pool. He's gonna make his way over to him. I put a hand on his back and kind of say, Atticus knows that Bradley can't hear Atticus's voice in the orb, correct?
Right.
If you want me to, I'll like give you psychic whispers.
No. Let him get through this on his own.
All right.
Furrows his feathery brow, scans the skyline, and goes, "You're a ship that sails against the sea and without a fleet is hardly seaworthy at all. Something to be considered."
Thank you, Mr. Atticus. I don't know. I feel so lost right now. I don't know if you've ever felt that way before.
Atticus squints his eyes and is just like, it's the Kenku brain is like imagine like someone like filing through just memories of shit that has been said, and it managed to chirp out, "A worthy sailor aboard the sea without a navigator isn't lost if the stars never leave the sky."
And just for prosperity's sake, we're going to go back to whenever Atticus heard that those words be spoken by his esteemed pirate captain.
Yeah. Atticus is of course hunched over this board, like clearly frustrated. They're looking at a map, and Captain Blackbeard goes, "Stars never leave the sky. Lest it be fucking storming like it is tonight. God forbids. I see all things aside except for the sea. The stars are hiding from us, and it makes navigating such a goddamn fiasco."
There we go. We flash back to the present, but Bradley sort of like nods, and he goes like, "Yeah, I see what you mean. Thank you. I promise I'll come help break down camp in just a second."
"Yar, there be treasure abound."
Thank you, Mr. Atticus.
Atticus hangs his head and goes, If only the man of so many words provided those which were useful to me. Shakes his head, walks back towards camp, starts rolling up his bedroll.
Yeah, so once everything's sort of more or less broken down and you guys are ready to sort of continue on your journey, Bradley sort of quietly like joins up with the circle of everyone. Garavanis is sort of at Tito's side, like ready to help him out with moving in the general rigmarole of traveling. And the question that's sort of on everyone's mind is, what's the next step?
Real fast, did we take a long rest as a result of that? So we
Yeah.
can
No,
sweet. Yeah,
long
first
rest for
level of
everyone.
exhaustion. Perfect.
I'm gonna say Toe has at least one level of exhaustion for
I would
at
say you
least
probably
the next
have-
week.
I would say you probably have 2.
2 levels. Okay, that's
Yeah.
kind of
2
what I was
sounds good.
thinking too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Half
you're not being
speed.
as hard on yourself as you need to be.
No, I mean,
let me be
trust
hard on
me.
you for
Trust
you.
me. I'm making rolls over what happens and. Oh.
Yeah, I'm also going to say that right now you do have a slight fear of water,
Oof.
but only while you're around Bradley.
Hydrophobic.
Yeah, you are hydrophobic when around Bradley.
All right.
Interesting.
So everyone's sort of like waiting for
It's half speed. And
someone to say something about what the next step is for everyone, because you guys were sort of traveling without a particular goal in mind, but now it seems like there might be something worth pursuing, but at what cost?
We do know now that the eggs sought the final rule.
Yeah.
Do we want to return them still? Like, these eggs are clearly very important. And it's the green dragons. I think, the green dragon's gonna,
I know what you mean, Lockheed. I mean, we have a couple options. I mean, if it involves the eggs, I mean, we either return them like we originally intended to.
Yeah.
We destroy them, or we somehow protect them from whatever force would want to, use them, I suppose.
Like a good hiding them.
Well,
I guess so. I mean,
now, one thing that we haven't really thought much of is if these really are that dragon's eggs, or if they are actually eggs. I know they look like eggs.
that is a good point. I mean, we
But
just suddenly
as-
had these on our person that one.
As I had said when we had first encountered these and heard about that green dragon, is they're a social creature. They green dragons like manipulating people, and they're more like bureaucrats, and they're very much of a political type of personality. Most green dragons is they're really good at getting people on their sides.
Yeah.
What if those agents that pinned it on us, basically what if their task was to bring their leader these eggs and these keys to the final rule?
So you're suggesting that us bringing the eggs to the dragon is going to bring out the end of the world because the dragon
We
wants
may-
to use them to enact the final rule and bring out the end of all creation.
Possibly. I'm just bringing up another side of things that
Let's
we've been perceiving this in a certain way.
Toe.
I've always thought about thinking outside the box, thinking maybe possibly things ain't the way that we've been told. We haven't seen that these were exactly the dragon eggs. You didn't steal them from them. None of us really took them from the dragon's nest. And usually there ain't five of these things. Usually there ain't 5 eggs in a. I don't know.
Toe,
Usually
can,
they have 2 to 3 at most.
Toe,
But-
can you take one of those eggs? Or here, let me grab one of those eggs out of your shell.
Yeah. He's
yeah,
gonna
what-
really strain to try to reach
Yeah, I'm
inside
gonna
his shell.
do it. Like, Toe, stop. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna pull one of the eggs
Oh,
out.
All
man
right.
is going to hurt himself again.
It's all right.
What are you going to do with the egg? Real fast.
We're just looking at it. Because
Okay.
clearly we really haven't had a chance to really look at these things.
No.
Yeah, and I mean, thinking about, the possibility of destroying them, if they are these things that create this final rule, which is this almighty thing, possibly trying to destroy them in a mundane way, who knows what could happen? They
If
could
they
just
are
explode
eggs-
and kill us and leave
If they are
everything in
eggs,
ashes.
I could finally try it, see if it tasted good.
Possibly,
Glenn, could I roll like an investigation check on this egg to kind of, or would it be perception, or just to kind of look at it and see if this really is a green dragon egg?
Yeah, you can roll an investigation on that.
Yeah, because I feel like because back in the first episode, I pretty much knew it was a dragon egg to begin with. I feel like I might know a bit about dragon eggs, I think.
Okay.
So, let's see. 12.
You look at it, you inspect it, and you see that it is, as far as you can tell, a dragon egg, but this carries about it some information that is sort of at the forefront of your mind, meaning that its shell is functionally impenetrable as a dragon egg. You'd have to have specialty equipment in order to crack it open. It also means that they are completely fireproof. And it also means that they are colored as though they are, like, as if they were gemstones. And in particular, dragon eggs look as though they are dotted with emeralds.
Yeah, and that's what this looks like. Just functionally looks like an egg.
It looks, for all intents and
behaves
purposes, it behaves and acts as though it were a dragon egg.
If it looks
And-
like an egg and people tell you it's an egg, it's an egg.
Lucky,
Yeah.
try to burn this egg.
All right. I'm going to. Where's my spell? Produce flames. I'll produce flame. I also have. I have burning hands. Let's see that one.
Burning hands is probably what you're looking for.
Yeah, probably because burning hands is going to do actually damage. So I'm gonna cast burning hands real fast. Hey, hold on. This is kind of a. Can you put it down first?
Yeah, sure. Put it down.
Yeah.
Put it down.
All right. So the blast is conic. It's a conic blast. So I'm going to try to. Yeah, that's what.
Oh, all right.
I'm going
stand by.
to I'm going to stand above it because I don't want to push it away anywhere.
Got it.
I'm going to use that spell, and boom, there it is. That's my one for today. Yeah. So as I stand over it, and like putting my arm downward, so I'm like firing on top of the egg, and I blast it with this fire.
Yeah. For everyone who's watching, the egg begins to gleam a brilliant green, like just an incredible, dazzling green that you've never seen before. And as Lockheed continues to sort of spray flame over the egg, the luster and color of the egg continues to glow and grow brighter and brighter until Lockheed ceases the flames, and the light sort of is contained for a second within its emerald sort of facade, and then it diminishes slightly until it returns to, I should say, the original luster of the emerald green that the eggs were before.
Now, is that normal?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, so I go ahead. After that's done, I pick up the egg and it's like, well, this thing looks and behaves functionally like a dragon egg. So, I mean, for all intents and purposes, we have to assume it's a dragon egg, at least for now.
All right. So then, if these are still eggs, well, the eggs supposedly, as we learned from Atticus and Grekel, would have enacted the first rule, the primal rule. I guess it stands to reason that these eggs, just simply for being life, might bring about the final rule as well, just because they're eggs.
Maybe. It's a good point. I'm gonna go ahead and put the egg back into Toe's shell, just because I don't want to have it out in the open any longer.
Fair.
Well,
Like eggs. They're eggs. They're obviously one day going to hatch, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
I
What?
see.
Oh, ooh.
Ooh, I
It's
see.
the
So-
egg.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, that is a good point.
If perhaps the eggs are not with their mother, as somebody who, is a mother. I'm a mother, by the way, guys. I never told you that. But,
There we
Surprise.
go. Let's write that down real
Right.
quick.
as
I had no idea.
As a mother-
Congratulations.
I would say if I missed my child's birth, I'd be very confused, but I'd also be pretty mad.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
that makes sense.
The baby probably also would attach to that person instead of the mother, which would probably make them even
As
more
a
upset.
bird, I must mention that eggs must be sat upon by
No.
the mother before they're hatched. This seems like common knowledge, but in the presence of such people who assume such things, these things must be stated.
Now, Garavanis, can you take all 5 of the? He doesn't doesn't hear exactly what you're saying, but
You
kind of cuts you off a little bit.
He's like gesturing, but like
Oh.
says to Toe, "Your ships be made of wood."
Now, can you
Ships be made of wood.
Ships
can
should be
you,
made of wood,
can you
though.
take all 5 of the eggs out real quick? I just
Oh.
want to.
Yeah, sure. And I go and pull them out. What you wanting to do?
Now, one thing I'm thinking. Now, this may be an outstretch of my imagination or something like that. There's 5 of these eggs. You know, I'm really just looking to see if they each, have the same reaction to flame. If they each possibly a different color, because
No, you raise a good point, Toe. We don't know that all these eggs behave the same way.
if each of these react in, green, red, black, white, and what's that 5th color? I can't remember what it is.
There's much more than 5 colors.
It was green.
Yeah.
Not
Green was the color that. Oh, I mean, you didn't say green yet.
all right. Not with Tiamat.
What?
There ain't more than. Well, you gotta think Tiamat has 5
Oh.
heads herself. What if these are the eggs?
You mean Tiamat?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
said. Tiamat.
Yeah, that. Yes, Tiamat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I've heard of Tiamat.
Yeah, Tiamat.
Tiamat.
She's
Yes.
Well, I mean, Lockheed,
evil goddess of dragons and stuff like that. I'm just, this is just
No, yeah, the 5-headed
uh,
dragon with the
yeah.
different color heads and that whole
well,
thing.
she's not just a 5. She's the queen.
I
of
know.
Yeah,
No, I know.
but
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm
saying.
oversimplifying it. I know.
This may be, this may be a stretch thing, but I mean, if these.
Lockheed,
I don't know. I'm just.
Lockheed, if
This
you want to
is
try
just
it,
an idea.
go ahead and burn the rest of these eggs.
I
and see what
really
they do.
that was a 1, and then I gotta take a nap. I have to take a I don't know something like an 8-hour rest after.
You have a refractory period. Like,
I can only do that once every long rest. That is a Rachel feature, not a class feature. So that's why.
Garavanis looks at Bradley for a moment, but he's like, "No, I couldn't ask Bradley to do that. I'm not going to do
Bradley immediately goes, I can try.
Good lad.
You
Please.
sure?
Oh yeah,
Because you don't have to.
And
Well, I
he
mean-
sort of looks around and goes, if you guys could take a step back for a second.
Atticus takes like 9 steps back, and when he's,
Oh,
what
my.
Atticus thinks is, "Be careful, young Bradley, for your powers are uncertain." What comes out is, "All right, the pressures boil."
Yeah,
So-
I take a few steps back, and I make sure Toe is in a good position not to get burned again.
So
Bradley-
once everyone...
Bradley, do you know? I mean, I know you do you need any like guidance or coaching or help? Like, do you know what you're doing, or are you just?
I'm just going to try to do what you did.
All right, feeling it out. I trust that. I'm gonna step, but not as far back. I'm a little bit go halfway. I'll be right here. Be right here. I'm really close by. It's okay, Bradley. You got it.
I'm gonna give him
So-
a pat on the back too before I walk off, and I'm just gonna say, "Don't hurt yourself, kid. Okay, you're more important than these eggs burning. Okay."
Yeah.
Might not be entirely true. These are Tiamat's eggs. Clearly, the eggs are more, if they are Tiamat's eggs, much more important than Bradley.
Toe's just gonna speak up and Bradley, feel that pain, that power. Harness it. Feel it. Feelings ain't your weakness.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do my best now. If everyone could please just step back, just in case.
Oh yeah, he said that from a bit of a distance.
I got him. I got Toe. I'm
Teravalis
like,
was already
Yeah,
pulling
yeah.
me back. I was kind of like,
He had like his megaphone out, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Bradley, you got to talk about the thing over here. We're doing."
Yeah. So Bradley's going to cast Burning Hands.
Good luck, Bradley. Good luck.
oh,
And he sort of just copies what he saw Lockheed do, except for this Burning Hands is sort of brighter and like sort of forces him back for a second as he begins to cast it. But as the flames sort of bathe over all 5 of the dragon eggs, they all do glow with a different color: white, red, green, blue, black, and white, red, blue, black, yellow, right?
green.
Green.
We're forgetting the
Green,
green. Yeah,
black,
right.
white.
Whatever the colors are meant to be for Tiamat's various heads.
They can be yellow.
Tiamat.
Yeah.
But we've already defined
Tiamat,
one of them as
sorry.
green.
Yeah.
Tiamat. Yeah.
So they glow with the base chromatic colors of the 5 chromatic dragons.
Oh no.
Well, that was just a shot in the dark. Oh shit.
This is Garabon is
This
like
is one
once
of the first times Toe is cursed.
This is so bad.
Oh,
This is
shit.
so incredible bad. This is
Garabon
so
is once the coast is clear, immediately picks up the eggs and is like, "This is way worse than we could have ever imagined."
Holy cow! How did he get a hold of these eggs in the first place?
Lockheed,
Who got
your
a hold of these
guess
eggs?
is as good as mine. I'm gonna go ahead.
stole
And,
mine, and I'm trying. Where was Chester trying to send us? Also, what?
I mean, maybe he thought we had different eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and put the eggs back into Toe's shell. I don't know. I mean, this whole situation just seems like we've been just pushed into a journey that we didn't even mean to start.
I mean, do we return the eggs now? Is there a green dragon? Give them back to the green dragon.
Well,
Green
there's
dragon
obviously a green dragon. It was flying over. Man, but
Do you think?
maybe
wait,
might not be the first person we think
What
we
if-
take it
I'm
to.
not sure if I want this green dragon to have Tiamat's children or whatever. That does not sound good.
Toe, I mean, you were saying that green dragons are typically like political kind of dragons.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're very. They can disguise themselves. They can change shape.
Disguise themselves.
They can
as,
they can
people?
look like humanoids. Yeah.
So
Well-
you're saying it's a
We
were
could have been talking to that
Well,
green
look,
dragon eventually.
that's not important though. What's
it's-
important is this green dragon might have took those eggs before, and then someone took the eggs from the green dragon, and these eggs have just been thrown around, and now we have them for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a speculation, though. I mean, obviously, this whole shot in the dark thing just happened to be right.
Bradley sort of perks up for a second. He says, so how do you destroy a dragon egg?"
Well, that's
well.
the thing. There ain't many occurrences of doing it, but also we don't know if destroying it is what we should do.
I mean, this is Tiamat's eggs. I mean, like, for crying out loud, you're
There's
asking.
very angry mother somewhere, and that angry mother could do much more than I could.
She's just the queen of all dragons. But
All right. So slightly adjusted quest. No longer are we bringing the eggs to the Green Dragon. We're bringing the eggs to Tiamat. That sounds like a better adjustment.
I don't even know if I want to do that.
that might. I don't know if that's. Tiamat is innately. Now again, I haven't met her in person, but
There are stories.
She is among the evil alignment.
Can I
All right.
roll a history check as Atticus to see like the understanding of how primordial beings can enter the material plane?
Yes.
What would that be, like history or?
We'll call it history for now.
All right, cool. I'm not that smart. I have a +1. I'm gonna throw this die away. Rolled it earlier before the show. That's 2 nat 1s, you guys.
Yeah. So, Atticus's understanding is as follows. Whenever it comes to primordial beings, they are as they ever were, which means that they existed and then ceased to exist in that moment. Primordial meaning before all things. So Tiamat, as far as you're concerned, existed at one point and then stopped existing forever. You don't believe that any of these beings exist anymore.
Oh no.
Okay, so clearly we all know this, that Tiamat is dead, so these eggs are the last of Tiamat. Here's the thing, guys. If we just throw the eggs away, no big deal. And then, kind of like scans the sky, like looking for like a thought. Yar, throw them into the sea.
So, upon hearing Atticus's thoughts, I'm a little confused. What do I know about Tiamat, and what are my
As a
thoughts?
cleric,
As a cleric,
as a cleric, just hearing someone say, "Yeah, God's doing that. God does this."
So basically, the common knowledge of Tiamat is that Tiamat is, as Toe has said a couple of times, like the queen of dragons. She is the dragon god, goddess, I suppose. She exists as a 5-headed dragon of the various chromatic colors: white, black, green, red, and blue. And she is like considered a chaotic evil deity who is very active in the world in service of the chromatic dragons and their followers.
Okay.
oh man.
I'm just gonna kind of brush off Atticus's spewing as a, not out loud, but in my head, I'm thinking, oh, it must be a bird thing. So I'm just gonna kind of ignore it.
God.
Oh,
Please tell me
jeez.
you make
Bird.
some kind of expression for Atticus to kind of. Does Atticus tell that Grekel is like brushing this off in any kind of way?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, she
Insight
definitely shows
check.
it on her face.
I swear, if she makes this about me being a bird, it's not about
It's not about birds.
feathers or scales. Everything is the same. I'm just a dragon with feathers. And here's what I will say: Tiamat is dead.
Bold words.
Blame the Kenku. He doesn't know a thing. I've read books. I read things. I know how things work. Tiamat doesn't exist anymore. These eggs simply an outlier of data.
An outlier. 5 eggs. No, anyways.
The second like he sees that like Grekel's registering this, just immediately comes out of the orb.
All right, Atticus. I don't know if everybody heard that, but he's gonna force me to translate this, or he's probably not gonna shut up about it. But Atticus has a theory that Tiamat is actually dead, and so we should just throw the eggs into the sea.
Well, it's kind of known knowledge. Primordial being before, so it's now, not before, which means can't exist in the now time. If she's a before time goddess, clearly is everyone tracking my knowledge here? Do we all? Atticus whips out a quill and paper and starts like writes out Tiamat, right, draws like a timeline where it says before time, draws like a little tick, says during, and then like big line on like before time, and then gestures to the before time, points at Tiamat, back to the before time, and then crosses out the during time, and then throws the quill down in the dirt.
That's some very fancy cursive, Atticus. I still can't read it.
Very hard to read.
So at this point, Bradley sort of looks up and goes, well, what if we journey to the chasm of the abyss? Nothing can survive being tossed into there.
The
Right.
abyss,
The what?
you're talking about.
So
About
everyone, just for the sake
abyss
of
would-
making this work,
Yes.
Yeah.
there is a knowledge of a place that people travel to and do not return from. This place is known as the Chasm of the Abyss.
Sure, why not go there? Sounds fun.
Well, if there's a place to take things where they shan't return from, the Chasm of the Abyss is the place. It is in folklore sort of equated to like Death's realm, the realm of like the void, right? It is a place where once things enter, they never return. So Bradley brings it up, knowing fully well, and all of you know fully well what this means, but he does sort of have a point.
Yeah, Garavanis looks especially worried. He's like, Bradley, those are some bold words that you just said. If we go there, there's no surefire way that we'd come back.
Yes, but there's no surefire way that these eggs would come back either.
How do we know that the eggs are evil? We don't know anything about the final rule.
Miss Greckle, I saw it. I saw
What did you
everything.
see?
The end of all things as we know it. The end of not just you and I, or Mr. Atticus, or Mr. Toe, or Mr. Lockheed, or Mr. Garavanis, not all of us as ourselves, but everything. Even the things we don't know about, the things we've never seen, the things we don't understand yet, all of those things were gone because of these eggs. The final rule is the end of all things. And I have to stop it.
Atticus chalks up his hands. Very well, then, to the Chasm of Abyss, where we shall meet our unfortunate and impending doom, throwing someone's dead eggs into a...
Well, I suppose we don't have much of a choice, do we?
Let's get this clear, though. You saw the end of the world happening because they hatched? Or was it not specific? Because what if by destroying them, that was like, the world's like last chance or something? And maybe that actually, you know what I'm saying?
All I know is that I saw the eggs being used in some sort of ritual.
Ah, okay.
That does usually align.
That sounds
with,
bad.
That sounds like a final rule kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Greckle, I understand if you don't want to come along. I'll do this on my own if I have to, but these eggs...
No, Bradley. No,
Please.
No.
Yes, Bradley, if anyone's going to brood on this adventure, it's going to be me. Pulls out a rapier out of nowhere. Your adventure awaits!
Have you always had that thing?
Hey, he's
What
excited.
I honestly have no idea where this came from. It was attached to the belt that I grabbed months ago. It's been here the whole time.
But no, Bradley, we're coming with you. Clearly, this is the right thing to do, and I trust you.
All right. Now,
Yeah. Bradley?
with speaking of the what is it called? The abyss. The
The chasm of the
chasm
abyss.
of the abyss.
Chasm of the Abyss.
Speaking of the chasm of the abyss, well, I do know someone, the Feywild, that has stories of that place. A little bit of knowledge from what she says is that she has been there and returned.
Are we all going to tell tales of blasphemy, or is this just a very
Now-
poorly timed joke by an old man?
The Feywild, of course, land of many tricks and stuff like that. That's where she resides. If we want to go into the pit of the abyss or whatnot, then I think getting a little bit of information from her might be our first step. Well, of course, first step would be getting to the Feywild, but yeah.
Bradley sort of looks up and says, how do we get there?
Well, as that mountain we were in previously, that usually places such as that are extra dimensional portals or such, not to that plane that's associated with it.
Wait.
Within that mountain, there may be a portal into the, into the element of the plane of fire, elemental plane of fire. There's rifts all over the material plane.
I
It's
have
just-
this, and Bradley sort of pulls up his shirt and reveals the crystal that's still sort of embedded in him. He says, "Would
Jesus.
this be strong enough to open a plane
No.
like that?"
Thing is,
Well-
with that, it might just open the plane to the elemental plane of fire. Now, we may not want to go there. One place that we have been, that seems like we may have a bit of a connection to the
Well, Mr. Toe,
Planet.
you have a connection to the Feywild, right?
well, yeah. I mean, my shell here is a little bit of a connection, but I need to
So why not
use it
try
properly.
why not try to focus your connection with my connection and see if we can make something happen?
Now that there, Bradley, is an idea. Because honestly, I didn't want to head back to the valley.
I was about to say, I did not want to go back
You know,
there. Where they
let's
threatened
not-
us with death for ever finding the final
Oh,
rule. If
yeah.
they knew we had the eggs that brought about the final, they would have hated.
Yeah, I mean,
We
I'm
go
just
back and say,
saying.
"Hey, we want to hide the eggs from what they're going to kill us."
I know. I mean,
Illuminati.
I mean, that was very
I
nice.
guess-
I actually enjoyed Illuminate. That's true.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I mean, that might. I mean, there's quite a bit of power. The power in my sources have been fading for a little while, but it's got a little bit of juice, I think, left in it. So, I mean, there might be a way. Miss Greckle, I know you have a little bit of in touch with the arcane, more of the divine. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. I could try.
It might be a little bit of something you could help. I don't know exactly how it is we could really do it. I mean,
yeah,
I mean,
this
all
is-
I know is that I care a lot about Bradley here, and I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him get hurt or
No.
led anywhere dangerous. So
Miss Greckle, it's okay. Mr. Toe, that glaive you have, is that connected to the Feywild?
keen eye you got there. Yeah, you could. Yeah, got a little bit of a connection. It's
I have an idea.
shoot.
Mr. Toe, I need you to channel all of the energy that the Feywild has connected to you through that glaive. and stab it into the crystal.
Oh,
It sounds like a crazy idea, but maybe by the power that I have and the power that you have, we might be able to open some sort of rift. I don't know.
Bradley, are you sure that won't hurt you?
Look, I don't know if it'll hurt me or not, but what I do know is that in the grand scheme of things, whatever's going on with me is not nearly as important as the fate of the world.
That
Got a
takes
point.
some guts to say.
Yeah.
Making it really hard to be the gloomy one in this party now, are you, Bradley?
Taking away my thunder.
I have one thing going for me. Existential dread. And you ripped it from me.
I will say one thing, Bradley. You're not going to get anything done or fixed if you're dead. So don't go throwing away your life. It's okay to take risks, but don't just try to be a martyr for the sake of it, because it might actually not be helpful to us in the end. So be careful with your life. It does mean something.
I understand and thank you, but I'm sitting here doing the math in my head, and I think the most damage that Mr. Toe's glaive can do is 1d10 plus 5 slashing. So
Wait, what?
Not if I'm attuned to the Feywild.
That's meta more than I can withhold.
What in the world? What is all I heard was static. All I heard was
I
all I
couldn't
heard
even
was
understand
static.
what
Glenn,
you
do
just
you
said,
understand all the other dice I have to roll when I actually hit with Hunter's Mark and
Anyway,
my dreadful
I think it's worth a
strike and my
try.
favored foe? And
yeah, I agree. We've been talking for an hour about what we're going to do. I want.
and if he's
some action.
incapacitated, then it's a critical.
You know what? Vincent's right. Let's do this.
Yeah,
All
who are
right.
you talking about?
What? No, I didn't know. I thought you were talking your accent.
Oh, I thought I was. Well,
All right. Well,
everyone
mean-
else stand back. Let's see
Now-
what happens,
now,
I guess.
all right.
Oh no! Oh, I can't just hold on. Well, I can't just whip it out all and give me some time. All right, give me like 15, 20 minutes. We gotta prepare a little bit of stuff. There's especially for wanting to create somewhat of a rift. There's some to the Feywild. There's some ritualistic stuff I gotta set up first. I've done this like only once with a bunch of druids and stuff like that.
No need
Hold
to
on.
fret about
We can't just jump into this thing. Now,
performance anxiety.
basically, Toe then for the next hour is getting his herbs set out. He's creating this little bit of a now Bradley, I need you stand right there just for the time being, and he's gonna kind of like with some salts and other stuff. He's basically going to a little bit of druidic runes on the ground around where Bradley's currently standing. All right, you can step back. You just go sit down, get a little bit of a rest, and I'll finish up with this. And throughout all this,
I'm gonna go
Toe
take a nap. Y'all can tell me whenever the action starts. I'm gonna go lie down for a second.
Toes, yeah, just gonna be like tirelessly, just kind of like trying to draw these runes in. Takes a little bit of his a glaive or probably a bit of a smaller stick and like hands shaking while he's currently drawing these glyphs and runes and stuff like that into the ground.
I help Toe steady his hand.
No, it's all right. Oh,
Sure.
yep, I can
You're really shaking.
focus enough on.
Atticus turns to either Grekel or Garavanas, whoever's closer, and says, I've heard of performance issues with old age, but this is ridiculous.
We'll say it's to Grekel.
Well, now, Grekel, if you could help me with a little bit of somewhat of a blessing on all this. Each rune here needs to be, cleansed in some way, shape, or form. It's usually the druids that do it in their certain way, but I know each divine arcane, or not really arcane, divine mage has their certain way of really blessing something. I think your help would help a lot. Need with all that. Now I'm a little bit too shaky and stuff for the real, detailed stuff here. So would you be able to help me, finishing off a few of these runes here?
Yeah, of course. Actually, I could do a little something on you too, if you don't mind. Just to give you a little boost before you do this.
Wait till we get a little bit sooner to the what Lokri was saying, the exciting part where the action starts. But thank you so much. But yeah,
so I'll just go up and do whatever he points to me.
He basically he's gonna be. Now, I need just a fine dot here. Like he did the large parts of it, and didn't do the small lines and dots and stuff like that within the runes. Kind of pointing. Need one here, and whatnot. And while close, you can see his the palms of his hands are just no more skin on them. It's really just it's just now starting to scab up a little bit. These were the hands, of course. He was holding a burning child and down under the water, so you can see his hands are seemed initially, of course, as old age, but he's basically just has meat on his palms. But yeah, he's kind of pointing you a little bit, and we'll sit down basically with you if you want some help on those blessings. I can help you out with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, just tell me when.
All right. Well, I mean, blessings in any sort of way is really just cleansing, whether you're praying to whoever it is that whatnot. So I mean, just do your normal thing with praying and blessing and stuff like that, and I can help you out with that. Right now it's all I'm just asking you if you could really bless these, praise these, something like that to whoever it is. I don't even think I know who it is that your power is from.
Okay, I was actually gonna ask and see if I could roll for that.
Rather than roll for it, why don't you just tell me?
I'm not.
They don't
super
have
familiar.
to be. They don't
I
have
don't
to
know.
be
real.
No, they don't have to be real. This is improvised.
Oh,
yeah,
you can
okay.
make one up. You can
make a
Let's
goddess
not
up.
forget about the very
up.
real God in this universe.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Only reason that I bring in already existing God stuff like that is because I know a lot of D&D terminology and stuff like that.
But remember, we have Tiamat, who is, Queen of Dragons, and we have Jesus Christ, who is God of Improv.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it
The
could go
God of
either
Improv,
way.
Jesus
I
Christ.
forgot about that.
God,
There really is no wrong answer for who your patron is.
If
Okay.
it's Chris Hemsworth, I'm all for it.
I'm here for it, man. I would
I'm
kill
here
that
for it.
canonical Chris Hemsworth God.
Yeah, okay, so she's going to call Bradley over to stand with Toe and them if he wasn't already there.
He moves over, yeah.
And she reveals an amulet that's like a pendant on a necklace that has been under her armor the whole time, and so she just kind of pulls it out from under her armor, and it's like a big red ruby, and it's just really pretty. And so she also takes out a little vial of what you can all assume is holy water, and she's gonna dab her fingers in it and splash it in your face, Toe. And the same thing to Bradley.
A little bit of warning.
very earnestly, but very kind of violently, actually. And very seriously and kind of stoically, she puts a hand on her amulet, and she looks up to the sky and says, "My dear Frodo, you have never led me astray. I want you to lead these boys today. I didn't mean for that to rhyme."
Oh, I love watching Glenn just write down canonical gods. Put Frodo on the fucking list.
We're gonna do this.
Does the quote also include "I didn't mean to rhyme"? Because I feel like that's
does.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And I would, at that moment, actually like to cast Bless on both Toe and Bradley.
Okay, that'll be bless at second level, I believe.
No, bless at first level, it gets 3 people. It can get
really?
3
Yeah.
people total.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think I would just do first level. So if you make a saving throw or an attack roll, you can add a d4.
We'll just say this is flavor bless instead of mechanical bless.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Bless.
Frodo, you feel your amulet start to warm slightly, and we'll say that for the sake of who you are, Grekel, as a person, Frodo is the god of like the hearth and the home, of like parental instinct and protection. That sort of like familial protector is like who Frodo represents.
That checks out.
Okay.
I approve. Grekel approves.
All right. And your amulet sort of glows and then like sort of lifts off your chest slightly as both Bradley and Toe, you sort of feel like steeled in your resolve of what has to happen. And Bradley sort of looks at you in your eyes, Toe, and sort of like nods to you.
You ready, boy?
I am.
All right, now you stand right over there and right between between these runes here.
Right here.
Yeah, get one foot next to that one, the other foot
it's there.
left foot next to the other one.
Okay, right like this.
Just inside of it, not on top of it, just
right
inside
here.
of it. Yeah,
Here.
right there.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. All right. Yep. Perfect. Stand up straight. Take your shirt off, of course, so I don't miss.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
And,
All right. Is there any action happening yet out there?
Oh yeah, we're already setting up, Locra. You might want to about.
So glad I slept through that. All right.
Atticus shoots up. He was like meditating next to Lockheed and realizes like from the yawn, moves into position and does the Henry Cavill cock his biceps for whatever the fuck is coming out of this hole in the reality.
All right. So, all right. This is everybody here. He's gonna just get a head count, make sure everyone's here. We all packed up for travel is another thing.
I believe so.
We got everything all
Yep,
packed
we're all
up.
packed. Camp is all packed up. We're ready to roll.
All right. Let me. Toe's gonna sit down for a real quick second.
Garavanis checks his imaginary watch.
He's just gonna kind of sit there and meditate, similar to the way he did in for his primeval awareness. Seems like he's almost taking a nap there for a second.
Please don't fall asleep on us.
Garavanis is worried.
And right when Garavanis is about to step forward and shake and be like, "Are you awake?" You can kind of see the glow beginning to pulse a little bit.
Take a step back. Never mind.
And kind of just sways back and forth as he's gripping his staff. You can see kind of the glow as it begins to pulse. You can kind of see a little bit of that color beginning to slowly pulse up his arm to his shoulder, pull back into the shell, to his bicep, back to the shell, elbow, and just kind of pulse forward. And as it gets to his wrist, his knuckles and his fingers. It begins to pulse into the glaive there, and when it initially touches the glaive or the walking stick staff that he usually has it disguised as, it pops right into its glaive form. And the pulsing begins to get a little bit more intense as he's oh, come on now. As begins to fade a little bit, pushes forward a little bit more as you can just see him just gripping this glaive, and one final pulse and it all just stays there. He's like, come on, stay. There we go. And just his arms kind of are shaking a little bit as he stands up. Long time no see, old friend. As this glaive is taken on an even more gnarly appearance, the staff, which was usually just the staff with a blade at the end, taking on a little bit more of a fairy tale-esque tree branch, more spiraling, more little details within the staff. You can see the glaive has a little bit longer, a little bit sharper, a little bit more of a curve on it, and you can see these little arcane runes on the side of the blade. At the bottom, you can kind of see this little keychain-esque little pendant down there.
I hate what you're doing right now.
Why?
I hate because it's just Kingdom Hearts.
I've never played Kingdom Hearts, so I will just tell you right now. I've
Give it to Justin. I know Justin hasn't played Kingdom
never
Hearts.
played Kingdom Hearts, so I have no idea what you're talking about. But
Don't believe you.
Yeah, this little you can believe what you want. Is this little ring with these few little pendants things on it and stuff like that?
Kingdom Hearts to see if it's as badass as thanks, Justin.
And as he just kind of holds on to it, it's kind of just like pulsing with this energy as it kind of just continues, holds it. He kind of pulls back. You guys can see as Toe focuses on Bradley. You see that little dot that you remember seeing on what was it? What was that guy's name? Back at the bandit camp.
Oh, you're talking about Chester?
Chester. The hunter's mark little logo on top of it, and you can kind of see the blade kind of has this other little red deal onto it. And all right, Bradley, you ready?
I'm ready.
He kind of like pulls back. All right. And he just lunges for it. And goes right into Bradley's chest. Yep.
Yeah, the glaive just buries itself in Bradley's chest, and Bradley releases an exhale that's sort of like a and just crumples onto the ground, with Toe's glaive just sticking out of its chest and doesn't move for several seconds. Just Toe's on the ground.
Toe's just kind of standing there as Bradley's on his knees, holding in there and like really trying to force the bit of like the energy that's throughout all the staff towards the point, as the back end, as it was looking more detailed and stuff, is beginning to start fading away as more of just this arcane energy. The bottom of the staff is starting to look more mundane, like the walking stick. Is just slowly pulsing it forward and pushing the energy forward. And while all this, his toe is no longer has that glow in it. All of it is basically focused in the staff there.
There is a small pool of blood that is starting to appear around Bradley's knees.
Is it working?
I don't know yet. Hold on. As Toe's just continuously kind of like there's a lot of like just ambient arcane noise that's going on right now.
You guys also do hear the sound of what appears to be metal just twisting in someone's chest.
Doesn't look like it's working.
It doesn't sound like it's working. Are you sure?
I want to...
None of us knew if this would work or not, so...
Is Bradley breathing?
He's like clutching at the end of the staff, like trying his hardest to like do something with it. You don't know if he's trying to pull it out or push it farther in, or like he's still moving, but like there are tears that are streaming down his cheeks right now, and like again, blood is like sort of flowing further and further out from his position.
The ship creaks, but the fucking the wind blows on. Had it, lost it.
No. That was the quote.
Eventually, Bradley ends up slumping down, like completely motionless.
I run up
like
to him.
No longer. The moment you touch his shoulder, he lurches backwards and releases just a primal scream as blinding white light pierces through everyone's eyes, leaving them completely stunned and dazed. And as the scream fades, everyone, their eyes sort of start to readjust to where they are, and they all find themselves in the middle of a very foggy, sort of dense forest. It's completely separate. You do not see anyone else around you. All of you are here separately from each other. And to each one of you, as you sort of look around and try to get your bearings, Toe, you know where you are. You're in the Feywild. But for everyone else, this is somewhere new. You've been teleported somewhere that doesn't feel safe, but at the same time feels very welcoming, intriguing. Something is drawing you further and further into these woods. And eventually you all hear a voice calling to each of you.
Oh, hello, dears. I see that you've found yourselves wandering into my forest. You have something you want to ask, I sense from you. Well, let's see just how worthy you are of an answer.
A long time no see, Granny.
There you go.
I love it.
Gotta make it full circle with those suggestions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we did it.
All right. Well, that's where we're going to end things for today.
Man.
As always, thank you so much for listening. Yeah, it was a good episode today, even though not a ton happened as far as movement goes. A ton happened story-wise, and that's what matters.
A lot of
Emotional
movements.
journey.
My heart
Emotional
is hurting.
movements.
There was some capital D discussion.
Capital D discussion.
Guaranteed.
Well, we all, of course, on behalf of all of us, thank you so much for listening. We always appreciate it whenever people tune into the podcast. Make sure you tell other people about it if you're enjoying yourself so far. But we're going to go ahead and sign off with everyone, then let you know about our social media and how you can follow us and how you can join in order to be one of the people who gives these suggestions. I guess I'll go ahead and start off. My name was Glenn Underwood. I was your DM for this session. You can find me on Twitter at, I say not knowing my own Twitter handle. Hold on.
Nice.
Maytag _official, I think is what it is.
Yeah,
Maytag _official.
Yeah.
That's me. Chase.
Hello, I'm Chase Bernard, otherwise known as Cut to the Chase on Twitch or Cut to the Chase 9 on Twitter. And I played Garavanis, that barbarian turtle boy that didn't quite know what to do with all this arcane madness.
Nice. Vincent.
Hi, I'm Vincent Bianca. You heard me napping today as Lockheed Flurndle. You can find me on Instagram at I Do Acting.
Nice. Rain.
I played Big Mama Greckle today. Follow me on Instagram at RainScottCouture. Yeah.
I like to
Thank you
imagine
so much.
Greckle is played by Tyler Perry, or what's his name? Martin Lawrence, in Big Mama Greckle, the movie.
Big Mama Greckle.
Coming to a
Nice.
theater near you.
Brendan, why don't you go ahead and sign off?
My name is Brendan Bice. You can follow me on Twitter at Brendan Bice. And while I'm at it, Vincent, here you go. Today's sponsor until we get a real one.
No.
I'll make it easy for you.
Light beer.
No.
It's an okay
All right.
beer.
Oh, man.
You don't have to.
Well, he ended his intro earlier, so you can cut
Just
it
cut
there
that,
and
yeah.
start it here.
We'll keep on talking about it. You know, it's an okay beer.
Okay, hey, how about Justin? Why don't you go ahead and sign off?
All right, yeah, and I'm Justin Hayflick. You can find me on Drinks Ice on Twitter, and I was playing our Fey Touch Turtle Toe.
Alrighty, and Chase, why don't you say something about our Twitter?
Yes, so our Twitter, otherwise known as @rule_final, it's a place where we, talk about some things, talk about our show, get some like audience support. It's great. We got like about 180, maybe 150 something followers on Twitter. It's great.
It's upper 150.
150. Okay, I was double checking. And the cool thing is also join our Discord. We constantly are telling people, hey, join our Discord because you can bring in wonderful suggestions like we got today from one of our wonderful people, which was a grandma. It was from, I want to double check it was right. Yeah, from Fairy_Ray. And you could be one of those people that we randomly pull and then we make like a part of our episode about it.
Exactly. And also, one thing that we're wanting to do a little bit more are some one-shots within the Discord. So come join the Discord. You can be involved in some one-shots. Is me, Justin, if you don't know whose voice this is, since this is in podcast form.
I like to think
I like to run
the episode. You can tell who's talking.
Yeah, I mean,
Justin is just completely like monotone, like, or like just static.
That's me.
Like at this point, if you don't know who's who, like I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it takes like in podcasts, sometimes it takes me to like the 15th episode of distinguishing several voices from each other. So I just like saying it. Me, Justin, I like running some one shots with people within the Discord. Anyone can join. Some fun little couple hours of fun. I ran one. I want to.
And you can find links to the Discord and our Twitter, and we're doing it in the show descriptions as well, right?
No, we aren't. But
then follow our Twitter and you'll find our Discord.
Yes,
please join us there.
@rule_final. That's where the link to the Discord is.
All right. Hey everyone, let's say goodbye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
We love you.